The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old man shall dream dreams, your young man shall see visions. Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach us and rule well. Salutation to the hopeful elect, the 144,000. And I say shalom to the believers out there. The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old man shall dream dreams. Your young man shall see visions. My topic for today is going to be about the visions I had. It's two different visions I had, previously. And one was recently, getting beamed up in the chariot of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So I'm going to start with the previous one. And with the previous one, that happened last year on July the 8th. July the 8th of last year. So I remember that, I was out of town, with me and my wife and both of my daughters. We was out of town just for the weekend. So we rented a resort, so we was there for the weekend from Friday to Sunday, right? So I went to sleep, so he had to be around like 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up out of my sleep. And I remember when I woke up, I was speaking, I was talking about sleep, right? So the dream, immediately I woke up, from that dream, I remember writing it down, okay? So, and when I woke up immediately, I'm just gonna, before I start with the dream, because I had it written down. But I had the dream written down in one of the elders video I was watching. He's the elder, he's trying to go by mysteries of the kingdom. Elder Howard Rom in Birmingham. A lovely, a good brother, a very humble brother, man. I've been watching that brother for a long time, from when I first came in this truth. So immediately I woke up from that dream. I went to his comment bud on the video of him I was watching, of a lesson of him, he was teaching. And I was watching before I went to sleep that night, so immediately I jumped right back on that video immediately just to note it down real quick, note that dream down real quick, before I forget it. Okay, so I'm going to read the dream just exactly how it was. I'll put it on the comment board of the elder. I'm pretty sure, if he sees these or if he could go back, July 8th of last year, if he could go back on this video, he probably would see it. He probably, I'm pretty sure he's going to see the dream, because he had comment on it too. So the dream goes like this. I said, Shalom, elder. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I just woke up out of my sleep about 3:54 a.m. in the morning in my neck of the woods, and I'm in Florida, so, but I'm not going to say what city I am in Florida, but I'm in Florida. I live in Florida. So I had a dream, couldn't tell where I was, but I know for sure I had my older brother with me. A few numbers of believers with me, and we was outside somewhere. Out of nowhere, I heard a loud noise, and I looked up in the sky, and part of the sky was so dark, and the shape of it was more like the chariot. The shape of the sky was like the chariot, put it that way. In the movie Independence Day, starring Will Smith. So all hell started breaking loose where I was at. All hell was started breaking loose, Salaki. Where I was at, still couldn't tell. I couldn't tell where I was at. So I kept looking up, and I noticed the clouds started appearing more bigger and darker and wider. Then I was able to see somewhere around the middle bottom of the cloud, which was the chariot, with some circular light, from around it. So immediately I started yelling out, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay? So, going on, reading on. I had my older brother and a few numbers of people with me. which I didn't know, but they also knew the names, and they just started yelling out, copying what I was saying, also calling the name Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Then suddenly a group of people came close to where we was at, trying to push us away. Why they was yelling out, why they was pushing us away? They was yelling out a different name, calling on a different name. Why they was saying the chariot of, the Heavenly Father, showing up closer and closer. Okay, so from where we was at, so from where we was standing at, they came over there, calling on different names, So immediately, while they was calling on different names, they trying to push us out of the way. Immediately, we all left and went to a different spot, like a different area. So immediately we got to the different area. When we got there, I started yelling out on the Heavenly Father's name again, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Then I seen someone get beamed up right in front of me into the chariot. So when I seen that, then I kept yelling out loud. So I was yelling more louder, calling the name Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. And the group of people that was with me, including my older brother, was also calling on that name, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Then all of a sudden, then I noticed I was getting beamed up into the chariot. So while I was about to enter into the chariot with the doors opening, I looked up and I seen a dark complexion. I seen a dark complexion leg of a man, but couldn't see the face of the man. Then immediately I got into the chariot. I was crying, and I was also calling the Heavenly Father's name while I was inside the chariot. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Then I just woke up out of my sleep immediately, and I could hear myself talking. Then I immediately clicked on your video that I didn't finish watching before I went to sleep. I immediately put this dream I had down on the comment board, so that was, the vision, of the first dream I had, getting beamed up in the chariot of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. And Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. And you sincere believers, elders, prophet, bishop of Great Millstone, and the sincere brothers, who teach, the likewise doctrine. Lord willing, we all a part of this, but we all a part of the number, getting delivered out of Babylon. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the second one I had, the second vision I had. So the second vision I had was it was this year on January, the second week of January. So I remember this one, I woke up out of my sleep. I heard a loud knock on the door. So I proceeded. I walked to the front of the door. So while I opened the door, I seen a man at the door, which I never knew. I never seen this man in my life. Then it was questioning me. So then I'm trying to, make sense of what he asking me. Like he trying to question me for saying crime or something. I really couldn't remember exactly what it was, but I remember he was questioning me. It was questioning me about something that happened. It must have been a crime or something, which I didn't remember. So I looked to the left, in front of my door, and there's a fence, which the fence on the other side of the fence, there's a grass over there. So when I looked over there, I seen a few of my neighbors that was over there, they was talking to each other. So I ended up seeing myself over there on the side of the fence, while I was talking to my neighbors, which I didn't remember what I was talking to them about. Then I looked up in the sky. I think it was cloudy. It had to be a cloudy. The sky was different. The color of the sky was so different. Then when I looked, it was a chariot appearing. So out of nowhere, I started calling Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. I was yelling. And I think my neighbors who was with me too, they were yelling, but I couldn't remember what they was yelling, what they was saying. But I remember I was saying Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So while I was yelling louder and louder. Then I noticed out of nowhere, my voice was getting lower and lower. While I'm trying to yell louder and louder, I couldn't yell louder and louder anymore. So my voice was getting lower while I'm trying to yell louder and louder. I couldn't yell louder and louder. Then all of a sudden, I felt my whole body lift up off the ground. I felt my body going up in this chariot. which was amazing to me. That was the amazing part of me. I felt it in that dream. My whole body just going. I'm floating in the air, so I got beamed up in the chariot. So when I got beamed up in there, I remember I seen a dark-skinned brother again in that chariot. Okay, so and I remember it was other few, it was other few people over there too, which I couldn't tell who it was. So I remember when I got beamed up, then we left. Okay, so we was in the chariot in there. Then I remember, this is the funny part, man, which was so weird to me. We was guarded. We guided each other. We was in a circle. We was all, we guided. So we was talking to each other. So while we was talking at the same time, we was having a feast. We was eating. Okay, so I remember what we was eating. We had like a drumstick, a chicken. It was a chicken drumstick. But man, when I tell you this drumstick, they was so huge. I never seen no drumstick like that. It was so huge, like it was on stereo, or something. So everybody had 2 pieces of drumstick. It was so big, man. So we were always eating. So after that, I just woke up, man. And I was thinking, yeah, Shem, I was shy. So, I just wanted to share this dreams, man, this vision, I had, so Tawada Yahba Shemel Shai, for the signs, he showed to me, man, to you brothers out there, to you believers out there, man, to the remnant, to the elect, we almost out of here, man. Lord willing, we part of this number, man. It's something better coming for us, man. Way better than this, man. So let's keep pushing. Let's keep enduring, okay? Yahba Shemashah will never forsake us, okay? Lord willing, we are the part of that saint. We are the part of that numbers, man. We get the hell up out of Babylon, man. I see this place destroyed, okay? So Tawada Yahba Shemashah for being able to share this vision. So I'm going to hand this lesson, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Salutation to the Ophir elect, the 144,000. And I say a big shalom to you believers out there. Shalom.